Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most humblest leaders of DXN UAE, a wonderful personality. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Mansoor Ahmed, Gold Diamond.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. صباح الخير. Good morning DXN. Are you excited?
Yes!
See, it's difficult really to be a speaker after a great speaker. I'm so lucky to speak after Mr. Osler. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how successful you are, no matter if you are a new member or a star agent, no matter if you are a diamond or even crown ambassador, the matter is how many of you still want to be much more successful than you are now. Please raise your hands. Yes. Now my second question, why are you not right now more successful than you are now? Why you are not become the person you wish to become? Why? To answer this question, I'm gonna take you to a journey. It's going to take us 40 minutes. We are going to stop at 11 stations. We are going to learn many new ideas. We are going to learn many ideas, many skills, successful examples, practical experiences, and so many. Are you ready for the journey? Yes. Say yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Thank you. Let me tell you that I had the privilege of learning. There are John Maxwell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, and Darren Hardy. I have been their students for many, many years. What I am going to present today is what I have learned from these great personalities. Please put your hands to welcome each and every one of them. The first station we are going to stop at, just extra efforts. What you need to do, just a little more. Just a teeny more. Just a little more calling. Just a little more coaching. Just a little more. Remember, the difference between a good and great life is just a little more. And between a distinguished leader and ordinary leader is just a little more efforts. And between an ordinary life and extraordinary life, just a little extra efforts. The principle of Pareto says that 20% of input create 80% of the sales or of the results. 80% of the revenue. 20% of people eat 80% of the food. My gosh. The top 20% of DXN members, they make sales 80%. While the 80% of DXN members, they make only 20%. The ratio of their income is 1 to 16. So the top DXN members, they earn 16 times more the average 80%. Now the question is, does it mean that the top 20% of DX are 16 times more better? Do they work 16 times more? Do they have knowledge 16 times more? Do they have 16 times more experience? Do they have 16 times number of years of education? Are they 16 times more handsome? Just a little extra efforts create the big differences in the result. The next station we are going to stop at, it's called just a little extra, just a little more time, just a little extra time. I love this story of a stone cutter. The stone cutter says, the story says that the stone cutter and his hammer in his hand, he is continually hammering and hammering the stone. He keeps tapping and tapping the stone. Now after 100 times, 100 first, 100 second, the stone will crash. Now, it is illogical to say that the last hitting caused the crack to split in two, right? But it all had gone. It is not one hitting. Now, if someone of us, we may try 3 times, 5 times, then we will give up. We will say, nothing is happening. What is happening exactly to DXN members is same. We try just 3 times, 5 times. What we will say? Nothing is happening. People are not listening. People, they are not believing. We can learn from the story. The stone cutter has a clear and big vision. That's why he continued tapping and tapping the stone. Without clear vision, without big picture, he couldn't continue. The second things we can learn, the second, when we do the right things every day, not in a day, every day something are happening, even we cannot see it. So do DXN, whatever your results are, perseverance and patience, the result of seeing the big picture. Wrong perception causes people to quit soon. There is only one reason for those members who left DXN, and that is wrong perception. They couldn't see the whole picture. That's why they left very early. If you started DXN with the wrong reason, you will also stop it for a wrong reason. If you started to cure yourself from any diseases, is it wrong or right reason? Wrong reason, because DXN is not a hospital, it is not a clinic. That's why people lifting DXN, they think that they come to DXN, they can cure themselves. It is wrong. Third station is just a little extra change. Many people, many leaders here, they talk about changes. Most people change just enough. They change just enough to get away from their problem, not to solve them. Like the one who takes DXN products when he feels unwell, and when he become okay, he will stop taking DXN products. Or like the one who wants to solve his financial problem by credit cards or loan, doing the same things every day, and they think that some miracles will happen. Most people talking still about there are 38,000 varieties of mushrooms. They did not change the way of presenting. The way they do the accents is same. Unless you change the way of your doing things, always you will have what you have got before. Most people are not willing to pay the immediate price for the change. You have to pay the price of change. Success needs, you have to pay the success price. The ultimate price could be incapability of offering good education to your children, incapability of having your own accommodation, incapability of offering the needs. Most people are willing to change not because they see the light, but because they felt the heat. They got a warning letter from their job. Now they want to do DXN business. Right? Do you know at least one person like this? You know? Any one of them sitting beside you? No one? It is not the strongest species that will survive, nor the intelligent, but leaders always change before they have to do. Most people see the change as hurtful things instead of seeing them as helpful things. Jim Rohn said there is two pains in our life. The first one is pain of discipline, and the second one is the pain of regret. The first one is temporary, you will forget it. The second one is permanent pain. The first one is easy to forget, the second one is difficult to forget. The first one in prosperity, in progress. The second one will result in depression, frustration, poverty. To achieve what you haven't achieved in your life, you have to become someone you haven't been before. you have to think differently. To think differently, you have to become a big person. And big stands for books. You have to read books. You have to be with a very great individuals. People who are better than you in thinking. Then the last one is, you have to have goals. Quality of your thinking will determine your quality of your decision. And quality of your decision will determine your quality of action. Of your results will determine your quality of your life. The fifth one is just a little extra learning. We have to learn. We have to have a growth plan. We have to develop a habit of daily learning. We have to listen to audios, educational audios. We have to attend all DXN activities. Successful people develop every day, not in a day. This event is not going to make you a very successful person. Just a little extra attitudes. Jay Berry said, the difference between gold medal winner and silver medal winner in all the time events in the history of Olympics, it was just 10th of a second. He said that is not capabilities, that is not strength, that is attitudes. The best way of improving attitudes, you have to count your blessing. We have many things. Be with positive people. Always be around yourself with positive people. Fill your mind with positive inputs. Your mind will give you back exactly what you put in it. Just a little extra planning. You have to plan every day. Every minute we spend in planning, it will save 10 minutes in execution. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So when you design a plan, it should align with your capabilities. 33 of American workers, they have daily plan. 45, they have weekly plan. The best plan, one, is your personal growth plan. Because you cannot give what you don't have. The second plan is your team plan. You have to develop a team. John Maxwell said, number one is a very small number that cannot achieve greatness. Most people think that the majority comes along with the age, but the reality is most of the time the age comes alone. Right? Your success is determined by your daily agenda, lifting you up or pulling you down. It is either making you or breaking you. It is either your best friend or your worst enemy. So be aware of what you are doing every day. The eighth one is 8 station is just a little extra concentration. Most members are engaged in multiple activities. They are doing so many things. If we want to be very successful, we have to be focused on one thing. Finish one course until you succeed. One of the worst things is to do something very efficiently, but it hasn't to be done at all, like this person. Can you see how long time he spent to master these things? But what is the result of mastering these things? Their time on less important things, and the minority of their time on more important things. This is what I used to do before DXN. But when DXN came to my life, directly I stopped assembling computer. Why? Because this business will never ever change my life. So if you are doing many things, stop. Just do DXN every day. Always ask yourself, what is the most valuable use of your time? Ask yourself, what is the most valuable use of your time now? Ask yourself. You find the result? Use of your time now. Now you have to listen to me. Right? Then, whenever you want to do something, it is not related, irrelevant to your goals, your conscious mind, it will reject it. The 9, just a little extra creative activity. The change in human life always comes from new ideas. We have to admit new ideas into our business. If we don't look for new ideas, our life will be same, no change. 80% of our daily needs will be changed after 5 years from today. Station number 10, just a little extra relationship. Relationship is the foundation of any businesses. Are you interested?
Yes.
Really? Yes. Is it excited?
Yes.
Thank you. One of the most important part that will improve your communication skills is the size of your vocabulary. Right? Why? Because the size of your vocabulary will help you to become a better speaker. You can express your ideas better, your product better. It will increase your self-esteem. If you learn 1 word a day, within 1 year, new words. Within 5 years, you will be one of the most educated person in the world. So always try to carry a dictionary with you. Try to learn. The average of children, they learn 5,000 words in first 5 years of their ages. While the adults, how many words? Can you guess? Less than 5. The last, just a little less fear. Just a little less fear. Type of fear in DXN: fear of using the products, fear that people may fall sick due to the result of using DXN products, fear of being told that we are salespeople and we have commission. Let me tell you that this fear is incorrect, not true. So the fear is false evidence appearing real. There is no security, there are always opportunities. If we seek for security, we will less have it. But if we seek for opportunity, we will have more security. And finally, develop a quality of unstoppable and do DXN under any circumstances. Wish you all the best and see you, Crown Ambassador.